Hey guys, now I've got a story for you today. It's a good story. Because it's about me. Little me. As a kid. But before we go diving into a story like this, there's some things you need to know about Kid Jacob. Kid Jacob had a bowl cut. By choice, if you can believe that. I mean, for like years. And I was pretty short until I hit about like 15. So I'm pretty sure I just hovered around 3 feet for like 10 years. Kid Jacob also featured some sweet baby arms until he hit about... and he was very gullible. Like falling for the stupid things like, did you know if your hand is as big as your face, you have cancer? And then psh, right in the face. Every time. Every kid could get me with that. I also had this backpack. It was a little backpack, and I would take some apples and some cheese and some juice boxes and like a warm blanket. I'd stuff them all into the pack, and then I'd go outside and go camping. Now, there'd be no fire and no tent. Just me, in the grass, in a blanket, pretending to be camping, and eat my cheese. I bet you guys are just itching to get this story started. So one day, I got my brother Jesse to go camping with me. And let's not call him Jesse. Let's call him Juicy. Nowadays he has curly hair, and he's taller than me. And then there's Isaac. Not that in today's world it's very important people aren't very tall at all. We found a good spot to set up camp, and we sat around for a while. Then we dug a hole. Now, you may be thinking, well, what does the digging have to do with camping? Well, my impressionable child mind had this idea that China had the best camping. So, all I had to do was get from me to China. Problem was, the Earth's kind of big, and China's on the other side of the world. And so, since the shortest distance between me and China was a straight line, I just had to dig right through the planet. So, Jesse and I dug that hole. It was deeper than we were tall. It was so cool, and it was legit too. We had a pulley that would lift up the dirt out of our hole. It was the best. Eventually though, Mom found out. I imagine she stood there and thought for a minute. But before she could tell us to fill it in, I began my elegant speech about how the hole is part of the backyard and how taking away the hole takes away our perfect shot at camping. Then Mom said, Jesse will fall in, you know how he is. And I told her, psh, come on, he'll be fine. And then she let us go back to digging. I was so proud of myself. It was just me, Jesse, and the mega hole. Then Jesse fell in the hole. He only hurt his arm or something. And he was like, Jacob, it hurts. I was like, you're fine. He's like, but Jacob. I said, you're fine. But Mom got news of this, like she always does, and filled in the hole. Now wasn't that a good